I have high standards, I think, when it comes to people. And especially like my love languages, I have really high standards when it comes to people. And I'm learning that because I don't feel like I am worthy of, I guess, love in any format, I don't allow people to accommodate for me or even have the choice of accommodating for me. So like something that I've like learned is that like specifically quality time is really big for me, and that like alone time with one person, like my one person to recharge, is absolutely ideal. So that like time of like us doing our own thing but we're still in each other's space is so big for me. It feels nice. It makes me feel very like recharged and rejuvenated. And when that one person is surrounded by others, I'm just like, oh well, I have to like I quality time is like I get to hear your voice and only your voice. I get to be in your presence and only your presence. I get to just like exist with you and only you. And so when that quality time is interrupted by other people, I'm just like, okay, well, this doesn't feel like quality time anymore. This doesn't feel like a bonding experience. It just feels like in order to have you, I have to be around others. And I don't like people. I hate people. People suck. People are not my people. I'm not a people person. I fuck people. And I'm very much like, I want time with you and only you. Like just an hour, a fucking hour before we go and talk to other people and be part of a group. Let me have you for an hour at the very least, or like 10 minutes, 30 minutes or something. Like just give me time to recharge, to recuperate and be in your presence. Even if we're saying fuck all, I want to be with you, you know? But like I don't tell people that because I don't feel like I'm worthy of that sort of accommodation. Like I don't feel like I should value myself and put myself above this like because people have different standards than me, and you know, everybody likes their own thing. If you like being surrounded by people, shit, you like being surrounded by people. And I don't want to be the person that's just like, I want you to myself for like just a bit out of your day, because I don't feel like I'm worthy of asking for that, if that makes sense. I feel the same way about like I do this thing that I guess people have called it pebbling. And I tend to like send people things when I'm thinking of them, or if what I'm seeing reminds me of them. So a lot of the time it'll be like Instagram reels or something. And I'll share like something that I relate to, that I want you to know about because it made me think about me and like how I was feeling about certain things or whatever. Or I'll like send you something that I think relates to you, or I'll send you something funny so that can make you laugh, or I'll send you something like cute so it'll make you smile. And like I'm like, basically I saw this and I thought of you and I want you to see it. And I've had a really, really hard time with, I don't know if people are seeing what I'm showing them. And everything I send is for a reason. It may not be a very significant reason, but it is for a reason. And when I feel like I haven't been acknowledged, or what I've tried to share with you hasn't been seen, it makes me feel like I'm being ignored or I'm not being seen, and that like really puts a damper on my entire mood. Like I think because of time zones, my friend will go to bed at, you know, whatever time in the morning, and I'll be up for the day. And so I'm like constantly thinking of this person. And so I'll send reel after reel after reel and like da 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 da. And it's just like, hey, I saw this thing and it was like, as quick as you can, if you're true friends, name these 3 things about them. And like I did it on the spot and I was so proud of myself. So I sent them the reel. And then in the morning I got, the morning their morning, they woke up or whatever. I got the morning text and nothing else. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. That, I feel ignored. I don't feel good. I feel like you haven't seen anything that I've sent you. And it's just like, which is really dumb because I never explicitly said, I need you to acknowledge that I've sent you these things, because I don't feel like I am worthy of that type of acknowledgement. I don't feel like I'm worthy of making someone go out of their way to do that. And if they're not willing to, I don't want to be the person that's just like, oh, well, I feel neglected. I feel like I don't want to be the bitch. I don't want to be the bitch. I don't know. But like, I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. It makes me feel like a piece of shit, to be honest. And it's just like, what do you do? What do I do? What do I do here? What do I do here? And instead, so I'll internalize it instead of being like, hey, I sent you a bunch of stuff. Have you seen them? And if so, like, it's not like I don't need what did you think about it? I just need hey, I watched everything you sent me. And then I'll be like, oh, okay. Wow, I feel like you seen it? Oh, okay. Thank you. Like that's big to me. And if they are willing to ask me questions about it, shit, bonus points. You know what I mean? But like, I never fucking got in my way to be like, hey, I know it seems, I don't want to like put you out or anything, but when you have time, look at them, at least just a little bit, like react to them, like at least like a laugh emoji. I don't know, like just something, react to something. So I feel like you're actually taking your time to acknowledge me as a person. I don't know. It's like so stupid too. Like I don't mean to like, I never want to be a bother. And that is a huge thing for me. I never want to be a bother. I feel like such an insignificant part of someone's life. I feel like I have no worth, no value. And that really, like, if people don't automatically want to go out of their way for me, I feel like, okay, well, then let me just not ask them to, because I'm not worthy of it. They already see that I'm not worthy of it, so I'm not worthy of it. Let me just move past it and, get away from it all, which is not right. Obviously, that's not how that works. But that's how I see things. And it's really hard for me to be like, I feel really bad right now and really down. And my mood went from, I'm so excited for you to see this, to, oh, they don't like me. They ignored me. They didn't want to see it. Like so quickly. It's the snap, the change is so immediate, not immediately. And it goes from like that to, I'm sitting in a private call waiting to have like my quality time with a person, and then that person will go to a public call and I'm just like, oh, okay. Like it's not like, it shouldn't be such a visceral response, but if they like don't want to come see me, even if it's like, I don't know why, but like first thing in the morning, I'm thinking of you. I am sitting in that call for you. I want to talk to you, just you. And to like have me like be sitting there and waiting for you. I am literally, you woke up and I got in that call and I started waiting for you. And to just see you move off and go somewhere where other people are, I'm just like, oh, that hurt. That hit me in the feels. And I'm not going to tell you that hit me in the feels, because if you didn't want to go out of your way to do that, then I'm not going to be the bitch that's like, hey, you made me feel bad like, if you don't know, you don't know. Like, I can't do that. But it's also like, I don't feel like I'm worthy of telling you that I want you to do that. So it's just a really bad, like, endless cycle of, you don't like me. You don't want to go out of your way for me, but I'm not telling you what I feel like, what I really want you to go out of your way for me for. That's like that. It's terrible. I'm horrible. I'm a terrible person. I don't know. I feel that way about like physical affection too. Like, if you don't ask for it, I won't be willing or wanting to give it to you, or I won't be willing and wanting to like do anything with you. So like, I might have started asking for it first, But if you're not asking for anything from me, well then fuck, you don't want me. And I feel selfish for always wanting from you all the time. So let me just not do that. Let me not do that, because that's not fair to you, and it's not fair to me to feel like I am being selfish. I don't like that. So it's like, it's so dumb. It is so dumb, but it's just like, that's how I feel. And I never go out of my way to be like, can you accommodate for me? I never give people the choice to accommodate for me. So if someone says no, I can't be like, okay, well, that makes me feel different about you. Instead, I just assume it, which is not right, because they could say yes. They could be willing to accommodate for me. I just will never know, because I'm not willing to ask, because I feel like I don't have worth, and that I shouldn't ask because I don't have value. And that's, hello, the fuck. I feel that way about like gift giving too. I know a lot of people like giving gifts. It's a part of their like way of showing love, but I feel like I don't deserve them. And so like, I don't know, when gift givers are like their gifts are rejected, it's not that I'm trying to reject their show of love. No, it's more like I feel like I don't deserve the love that you're offering me. You're giving me so much, and that is a monetary thing that you have spent money on, that you have worked towards, that you have taken your time to do for me. And if I don't feel like I'm worthy of any other accommodation, then I definitely don't feel like I'm worthy of receiving a gift. I definitely don't feel like I'm worthy of that. And then when people do it anyways, I'm just like, I feel like I owe you, that I need to repay you in some way, that this is transactional. I feel like this is coming with something, and that I have to do something. I have to outweigh the cost of this thing that you've given me. And that's not how that's supposed to work. It's not. And I hate that I think that way. And I hate that I make gift givers feel like they shouldn't give me gifts, or they shouldn't want to give me gifts. That's such a mean thing to do. I cannot stop myself. Or like words of affirmations, I feel unworthy of those words, and so I reject them. And people who give affirmations like that, they feel like their love is being rejected, and I'm just like, I don't mean to do that, but I can't see it. I don't value myself enough to feel like I should be accommodated and given such a precious thing. I don't feel worthy of it. And there's never been anything that has made me feel otherwise. And so like in my head, I'm like begging for this accommodation. I'm begging for something to like show me that they love me. And it's just like, but these people are trying to in their own way, and I'm not accepting it. You know, like I'm finding people that show kindness and love through affirmations and through gift giving, and I can't accept it. And then the stuff that I want to accept, the stuff that I want to feel, is they don't know that I want it. They don't know that I want it in such a specific way. And it's so hard to like, in both situations, it just comes down to me not feeling valued, or not feeling good enough, or not feeling worthy of any sort of affection, be it trying to have someone accommodate for me, or receiving something from someone without having to like give something back in return. It's very like if someone is showing me love, I feel like it's transactional. And if someone isn't showing me the love that I want, I feel neglected and ignored. And that's like, unless I fucking say something, nothing's gonna change. But I feel so devalued, seems so much like no value. Like, no, there's no value in myself. Like, why I can't do that. I can't tell people what I want. That's needy. I don't deserve that. I can't tell people that I would like for them to accommodate for me. They don't have time for that. They have lives and other people, and you know, they don't care about me in that way, you know, like they don't give a fuck, like they don't like you, like not, if they don't, you know, they're not willing to do that. They would never be willing to do that. You're not worthy of that. And I tell myself these things over and over and over again, that I just don't ask for things, or I don't want things. I don't want for things, which is like really bad It's really bad. I don't know. It's like if I receive a gift and it's not something that I explicitly want, I will get like angry at the person for not knowing me. I think my biggest like show of love, like if you could do absolutely anything to show me that you care about me, it's to be like curious. Like I've learned that I tend to show love the way I want to be shown love. And if I love you, I am curious about you. I am asking questions. I want to know fucking everything. When I say tell me everything, I mean tell me everything from your childhood to your teenage years to your like adult life to what made you start doing whatever the fuck you're doing to what you want to do in the future. Tell me everything. I want to know past, present, and future right here, right now. Tell me it all. And I realized that that's something that I want. And that I want so bad. I want someone to be curious about me, to want to know about me. And it's really bad because I tend to feel like in like spaces of multiple people that I am devalued in a way because I know that not everybody's listening and I don't want everybody to listen. I'm like most of the time I'm seeking like someone to be curious about me, but it's mostly one person. I don't care if other people want to know about me. I don't give a fuck. If you're not the one person I want to be curious about me, I won't care. I won't, like it's one of those things where like that quality time, that one-on-one conversation that I'm seeking is be curious about me and let me be curious in return. And let's have a full-on conversation where we just talk about each other and talk to each other about each other and we share our experiences and what we've gone through and who we are and learn and grow together. That's what I want. That's what I need in life. I want someone I can grow with and learn with and develop with and be with. Like quality time, it really is my biggest one. So like when I say be curious about me, I fucking mean it. I want you to make me question myself. Make me want to learn more about me so I can give you answers, because I realize that my people are very like goal driven, and a lot of people like they have self goals and stuff, but I tend to do things for others. And so when I find a person who like goes out of their way to like ask me, like really truly keep asking me the same question, I will do everything in my power to learn about myself so I can give them an answer. Because that's what makes me go forward. That's what pushes me, is when someone cares about me and wants to know me. That's what drives me. That's what puts me in this place, this position. It's never competition. It's never like trying to like beat allegations or whatever. If people think that it doesn't matter if people think that I can be academically smart. I don't like academics. I've never liked academics. And nobody's asked me what I want to do in life. What is my, like, and if they do, they only ask once. And I feel like I am one of those people that, like, if you don't ask me a bunch of times and really, really, I mean, truly make me think about it, like, sit down and just fucking think about it, I won't do anything. I won't answer your question. Like, you really have to fucking push shit out of me, get shit out of me. And once you do, don't let me stop talking. Don't let me push you away. Don't let me, like, abandon my emotions. I need you to, like, because I do that. I will start talking and then I'll get really uncomfortable and I'll back away and I'll pull away and I'll try to make you angry so that you stop talking to me. I do that a lot, and I notice that I tend to use the excuse, I haven't eaten today, and that pisses people off because they care about me and I know it. And so I use that as a way to get out of situations. So like I did that today. I was telling this friend group or whatever about my emotions about something, and I was feeling so uncomfortable, and I didn't want to be there anymore, and it was hurting, and it was really like, it was grasping into me, and something was pulling and tugging at me, and I was like, oh, I don't like this at all. So let me just say something. Let me say something that will get them off my back. And I say, I haven't eaten in 24 hours. I have technically eaten a little bit today, but yes, I technically haven't eaten a full meal in 24 hours. So I push that into existence, and then they get angry at me, and then I have an excuse to pull away. I have an excuse to pull back and to not say anything more and to get out of the situation so I don't make things worse. Da 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 da. And like, I am really horrible. I am horrible for using that sort of excuse, for taking someone's care and flipping it into a way for me to pull away. That's terrible. It's horrible. It's avoidant. It's something that I struggle with, sure. And it's not like I'm pulling away fully, but I'm pulling away enough that it does affect people. And that's horrible. That's a really bad thing for me to be doing. But shit, I did it, and I'm now gonna like sit here and wait for someone to reach out to me, even though I'm not asking to be reached out to, and I don't feel like I'm worthy enough to be reached out to. You see what I mean? Like, this is like a terrible cycle of like, if somebody really likes me, they'll reach out to me and try to get me to come back and talk, you know? But like, nobody's gonna do that. Why would they do that if you've literally pulled away and made this excuse and treated them like a bitch and manipulated them in this way? Like, why would they do that? That's horrible. You're a horrible person. I have so many like, I want this, but I won't do this in order to get this. And it's like, that, what the fuck? Then what do you, stop expecting people to do this for you when they don't even fucking know that you want it. Like, hello? The contradictory, the hypocrisy, the hypocrisy, no, the hypocrisy, like, hello? I don't know, it's so bad. It is so bad. I don't know, I feel like it's stupid, because like, I could do all these things with my therapist. I could tell my therapist what I feel, and they have to accommodate for me, but I don't like that obligatory thing. If you don't want to accommodate for me, I'm not gonna make you, you know? But I don't want to ask you because I don't feel worthy of accommodation. And then it's a cycle of, oh, I don't feel good enough, and I feel hurt, and I feel neglected, and whatever, because I'm not asking for it, because I don't feel worthy enough to. And because I don't feel worthy enough, I'm not gonna ask for it. And you know, the cycle continues, and it becomes a huge thing. And it's just like, I've been doing this for so many years. I don't know how to break the cycle. I think the first thing I'd have to do is to appreciate myself enough to tell someone that, hey, I would like it better and feel a lot more secure if you did this for me. If you were willing to step out of your comfort zone and accommodate this specific thing for me. That's hard. That's really, really hard, especially for someone who's like, oh, I'm not worthy of that. Oh, I shouldn't need to ask someone for that. But I need to, because how the fuck else are they supposed to know, you know? Like, I feel horrible. I feel like such a dick. And, you know, the only way I'm going to be able to explain this, instead of just telling the person outright, is by sending them this little voice clip and being like, hey, can you listen to this and tell me what you think? And that's exactly what I'm going to do with one person. Nobody else, because fuck them all. But like, I'm going to put this probably on my YouTube channel, and I will hope that other people see it in my family, in my life. But I will be sending it to one specific person that I really want to see it, because I really want them to be my friend, and I really care about them, and I really like them, and I want them to want me in their life. And I feel like this is the only way I know how to grow, is to indirectly tell someone what I need, instead of directly stating, hey, can you accommodate for me? Like, I feel so uncomfortable. I would feel so petty and ridiculous and like a bitch if I try to come out the situation where I'm just like, can you accommodate for me? And if you don't, then I feel very neglected and like that. I feel like that's too much. That's mean. That I shouldn't be asking for that, because I'm not worthy of that. And, you know, we're back where we started, you know. So like, let me just shut up and send the fucking thing. And if nothing changes, then fuck, nothing changes. But like, this is just, I don't know, it's just how I feel. And it's so hard. It's so frustrating. But yeah, no, it's just how I feel. It's how it is at the moment, how I'm feeling at the moment, how I'm gonna cry myself to sleep. But yeah, I'm gonna stop now. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. I'm sorry for all the repetitiveness. It's just like I'm trying to get through my head that I am allowed to ask people to accommodate for me. But it's not working at all. It's not. I'm hoping in this such indirect method, I will learn that there will be people that are willing to accommodate for you. So if they can accommodate for you, then, people in the future might be willing to accommodate for you. So if you feel the need, if you feel like you need more than just like ignoring all of the pebbling you're doing, or just a bit of quality time with a person, if they're willing to accommodate that for you, then hello, you found a good person. You found the standard, that is someone who's willing to meet your standard. Someone who thinks that you're worthy enough of meeting said standard. So maybe you're worthy of other things, and you're worthy of other forms of love and affection and whatever the fuck. I don't know. Oh my god, I feel gross, and this was a really, really annoying thing to think about, because it involves like me being emotional. Disgusting. Okay, I'm gonna stop now because I'm ooh. Okay, bye.